what up at Blackish Fam? It's your boy B. Man, I'm down bad, bro. I just found out I had COVID. I've been sick for a few days. That's why I took a day or two without doing any videos. But just found out I got COVID. I got my little medicine up. I'm trying not to go to the barber. That's why I'm looking a little scraggly, you know. But, just going to get through it. I do got my shots, got my booster. So feeling confident. Hope all is well to everyone else. But, shout out to Devon in my comments. He said, there's this cat that's like Montana 300, but his name is, I don't even know, WunTayk. I don't know what this cat's name is, but, we're going to check him out together and see what this cat is all about. If he's anything like Montana 300, this cat was just super lyrical. It was definitely, it wasn't really my cup of tea at first, but I got into the vibe. I love the intelligent lyrics, and also the dude's from Chicago, so shout out to Chicago. But, without further ado, let's get right to it.
Tell me what I can do.
It's got a little bit of Through the Wire feel so far, right? Kanye West, Through the Wire, where he did the video edits.
Tell me what I can do. Or what I should do.
WunTayk, Timmy.
They say you gotta crawl before you walk before you run. Shit. I was taught for you run, you up the gun. I was taught when you done, you number one, and not a second before.
All right, this cat's coming a little hard. Gotta put my thinking cap on for this bad boy. Give him some respect, right? He said what? He said before you gotta walk before you could crawl, but before you run, I was told I gotta up that gun, right? You better fight before you run. What is it that old school people used to say? Like, bro, if you come home after getting your ass whooped, I'm gonna whoop your ass, right? You better at least get your licks in. If you lose a fight and don't finish what you started, you better not come back here or I'm gonna whoop that ass. You better give it to somebody that comes up to you. That's old school mentality, right? They ain't raising no punks here.
I was taught.
And shout out to the way he's dressed too, right? He doesn't look like your average rapper.
They say you gotta crawl before you walk before you run. Shit. I was taught for you run, you up the gun. I was taught when you done, you number one. And
he said, I don't even know loser, right? It's not even an option. I was taught when you're done, you're number one. That's just what it is. You don't finish until you're on top, right?
Taught when you done, you number one, and not a second before. Cause if you second, you are. I really can't.
Ooh, what did they say in, I was a sales and marketing guy. And I like to quote Glenn Ross, right? The movie about sales. There's a first prize, if you're the best in sales this month, is a brand new Cadillac. A second prize, a set of fucking knives, right? Because third place is you're fired, right? Run it back.
Before, cause if you second, you are. I really can't settle, so if I'm second, it's war. I did it. When they said that I did it some more. It's shit like finding a spot and hitting the store, cause you really gotta go through a lot to get through the door. Yeah. Christian Dior, Bentley Azor, bitches and horse. I'm just naming shit that I can't really afford. I really love shit that you can't get anymore. I can't get in the store.
Yo, shout out to that, right? To most people that have money, said, man, I would give it all away if I could talk to my mom again, right? I would give it all away if I could talk to my grandma again. If I could just have another conversation with my dad before he passed. If I could relive the moment I had in college at my graduation or the birth of my first child, right? They say as you get older, your palate changes, right? Your little things that meant a lot to you before don't mean that much anymore, right? I was a fan too. I had the Mercedes, I had the Cadillac Escalade ESV, H1 Hummer, but it doesn't mean as much as you get older because you're not really trying to impress anybody. You're just you, right? That's sick. That's a little knowledge that's hidden in there, and unfortunately, a lot of the young cats won't get that because it's not relevant to them yet.
That you can't get anymore, I can't get in the store. They've been poking the bear, but can't get on the roar. I just don't respond to the same shit anymore. My kids need shit every day, and niggas poor. I feel like Kobe, gotta make sure they ate this 24. How they mad at me?
Ooh, Kobe, right? He used to be number 8, he swapped to 24, but he's saying, I had to make sure my kids ate, right? 24 hours a day, right? Yo, that's sick. And man, that verse reminded me of J. Cole. That J. Cole freestyle, it was on, I believe, Power 99. It was off the Otis and another one. This is years ago, probably 8 to 12 years ago now. But he says, if I'm offended, I'm a wizard, I'm a don, and I put this on my mom. I'm offended, I'm appalled. And then he goes, if y'all ain't bowing, claim you a monster, but y'all ain't growling. Claim you a beast while y'all ain't howling. About as sweet as a jumper on the gateway, on the crate in the alley or something. About fucking hoes like Ray J Wildin', right? But he just kind of reminded me about that when he dropped that little monster or whatnot.
Ain't shit anymore. My kids need shit every day. And niggas poor, I feel like Kobe. Gotta make sure they ate this 24. How they
Let me just bring that back.
I just don't respond to the same shit anymore. My kids need shit every day. And niggas poor, I feel like Kobe. Gotta make sure they ate this 24. How they mad at me? Cause a nigga hungry. And I would serve my family before I serve my country.
Woo! He said, yo, serve my family, right? They say you only have to be 18 to serve your country and die for your country. But for other things, you have to be 21, right? But he's saying, I rather serve my family and do what I got to do for my family for the country, man. The country, half the time I feel like it doesn't even like me, right? Not that. He's not dropping, Montana 300. From what I've noticed so far, Montana 300 has much better bars, right? Very witty. The play on words really test your vocabulary. This doesn't seem as deep, but again, it's the only track I've heard. It's still sick. It's just not sick in that regard, like Ciroc or Toby or, but still, let's hear it out.
How they mad at me? Cause a nigga hungry. And I would serve my family before I serve my country. Burner in the back of me, murder in the front seat. I'm getting paper office. I deserve a damn dick. What would that look like? Me reserving one seat. Knowing I got niggas riding with me till I'm underneath. I'ma need a bunch of seats. I need them riding comfortably. I'm solid, they fuck with me from Chevy Park to Russell Lee. She crying abundantly every time I get up to leave. Must think I'm going to heaven, nigga. She dying to come with me. It's sick when she
Damn, he said, my chick always trying to figure out where I'm going. I must be going to heaven because she dying to come with, right?
fucking me cause it fit like a puzzle piece. She always fall in love with me. I disappear a couple weeks. Mama, they bugging me, butterfly and the bumblebee. When I say I'm the greatest, know that I say it so humbly. Every time I walk back in the house, my babies run to me cause they can't get enough of me. Yeah, and that's enough for me. I've been having dreams about a nigga snuffing me. I hope he having dreams about how he shouldn't fuck with me. I've been having
right? He's saying, I had dreams. Somebody's been out to get me, right? I hope he got dreams of what might happen when he, all right, motherfucker, fuck around and find out, right?
fiends around me since I was a teenager. Hustling, he can't get enough of the green paper. Wasn't into trouble, but wasn't a peacemaker. Didn't want a major, wanted to be major. Had that work for the...
He said, I didn't want a major. I wanted to be major, right? I didn't want a major in college, right? A major is what you specialize in, right? Like me, I'm a political science with an emphasis in public law, right? That was my major. But he's saying, I want to be major, right? I want to be a name you know. But also there's a play on words there where B major, you could think of musical notes as well. Sick.
Low, but wasn't for cheap labor. Only white girl I wanted was her and the Pink Ranger. I might put home my hustling. He can't get enough of the green paper. Wasn't in the trouble, but wasn't a peacemaker.
He said I wasn't in the trouble, right? I'm not out here doing all that dirt. I'm not catching felonies, but I ain't. Don't get it twisted either, because I'm not no peacemaker. I still did my dirt. I just wasn't involved with everything. I'm not out shooting dudes in the dome. I'm not out doing this and that, but I wasn't goody, motherfucker, right?
Didn't want a major, wanted to be major. Had that work for the low, but wasn't for cheap labor. Only white girl I wanted was her and the Pink Ranger. I might put her on my screensaver. I done mastered these hoes. I'm rocking the green blazer.
When you go to the Masters, right? If you're playing golf, you win the Masters, you get a green blazer, right? If you do some research, he's saying, I mastered these hoes, right? I'm going to get me a green blazer.
I know me, I'm live with a cream major.
And then he plays the wordplay, right? He's also talking about golf, right? He talked about what you hit the ball with, right? The iron. But he's also talking about that pistol. Yo, all right. I see you warming up, getting into that wordplay. I think it's definitely worth checking out another verse from this cat, but I like this.
I know me, I'm live with a cream major, riding through green acres, hoping I see snakes. I'm John Deere. That's how they thought this shit would stop here.
John Deere, right? He'd be riding through it. John Deere is, I would argue that it's one of the most well-known, not just lawnmowers, but anything you would be riding, tractors, pulleys, stuff to do yard work, right? So he's talking about the snakes and stuff in the grass. He said, riding through green acres, hoping I see snakes. I'm John Deere. Now, if you guys can help me break this down, I don't want to get it incorrect, but riding through green acres, I'm sure there's a play on words. There was a show back in the 60s and 70s called Green Acres. It was about a lawyer who moved from suburban to city life. But also there could be a play. Green Acres used to be a term used to describe black people. I don't exactly know what it meant, but I know that's a term. So I don't quite understand the reference. Let me know in the comments if you do.
When I see snakes, I'm John Deere. Hey, Cyrus, they thought this shit would stop here. I got so much in store, you could shop here. Nigga, my peers is top tier. So you little niggas, I cannot hear. Nigga, I should be talking to Kendrick. I should be talking to Cole. Should be talking to... He don't need writers on. I should be talking to Sean. I should be talking to Meek. What the fuck am I saying? They should be talking to me. I should be...
Yo, that's saying a lot, right? He's saying like, yo, y'all not even at the same caliber as I am. I'm of this caliber. I shouldn't even be fucking with y'all. I should be fucking with these folks. Yo, that's saying a lot, man, because these folks have paid their dues and are where they want to be in the rap game. Not to say you haven't, but they've got in there, right? But yo, this guy's nice with it. The flow is nice. I see him flipping a few words and such there. We're definitely going to be checking out some more of his work. If you're a fan of this cat and you recommend a few tracks that I should check out, feel free to leave them in the comments here.
Meek, what the fuck am I saying? They should be talking to me. I should be negotiating $1 million offers at least. Shit, off of the chain, your bitch is off of the leash. Yeah, all for the games. My bitch get caught, he should beat. I ain't gonna ask why. My chicken shouldn't be crossing the street. I'm cold as a cough in the sneeze, sick as a sneeze and a cough, and got niggas breathing with caution. I put the win in win, how I'm breezing through losses. Hey, it's gonna be all good at the end of these is the losses. I made it out of water that only Jesus could walk it, like only Jesus could cross it. I'm Moses if you part of it. Try to be the bigger man, cause they don't want no part of this. Hey, Socko, you know these niggas started it. And I'm just here to fatality finish them. Basality, envy them. 8 Melody, Eminem. Between rapping and trapping, I stay battling. Like, I could knock a couple quarters like 50 Cent. Then I hear many men. And then it make me rethink what I'm about to be giving in to. Shit. Takes
WunTayk? How do you say this cat's name? WunTayk? It was nice. I was waiting to be impressed, and there was a couple plays on words. The lyrics were nice, but it wasn't up to. When I first heard Montana 300, I was like, yo, what? So I'm kind of waiting for that. Maybe it wasn't the best track. It's not what somebody recommended in the comments. Shout out Devon. But I'll check out. Let me know if there's something you think that gives me a better representation of who he is as an artist. If you're a fan of checking out new music, don't forget to like the video, but also subscribe to the channel.